Bruce Lee, created over 50 years ago, still remains one of the most advanced, most adaptable, and most effective combat systems in the world? Imagine a martial art that doesn't lock you into rigid traditions, that doesn't slow you down with flashy moves meant only for show, but instead gives you pure efficiency, the ability to end a fight in the fastest way possible. That system exists, and it's called Jeet Kune Do. In this video we're going to uncover the evidence, the real proof that Bruce Lee Jeet Kune Do is not just another martial art, it is the ultimate fighting system, and by the end you'll understand why no other style comes close. The birth of Jeet Kune Do, why Bruce Lee rejected tradition. To understand why Jeet Kune Do is so revolutionary, we first need to look at how it was born. Bruce Lee was trained in the traditional Chinese martial art of Wing Chun, a style focused on close-range combat, centerline theory, and rapid striking. Wing Chun gave Bruce incredible speed, timing, and structure, but as he grew older and began testing himself against fighters from other backgrounds, he realized something important: no single martial art could cover every situation. Traditional martial arts often relied on strict forms, pre-arranged sequences, and an unwillingness to adapt. Bruce saw this as a weakness. Real fights were chaotic, unpredictable, and dangerous. There were no rules, no referees, and no chance to stop mid-battle and reset into a perfect stance. Bruce realized that clinging to tradition could get a fighter hurt or even killed. This led him to strip away what was unnecessary and keep only what worked. Jeet Kune Do was born out of this rejection of rigidity. Bruce famously described traditional styles as the classical mess, and his vision for JKD was freedom. Freedom to adapt, freedom to move, freedom to strike with what works and discard what doesn't. In a sense, Jeet Kune Do is not even a style, it is a system of thinking, a way of approaching combat that is alive, flexible, and constantly evolving. The core philosophy: absorb what is useful. The central philosophy of Jeet Kune Do can be summed up in Bruce Lee's timeless quote: absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, add what is essentially your own. This simple yet powerful principle separates JKD from every other martial art. Instead of forcing practitioners to conform to the system, JKD adapts to the individual. Bruce didn't believe in one-size-fits-all training. If a technique was effective, it didn't matter where it came from: boxing, fencing, karate, judo, or even street fighting, it had a place in JKD. At the same time, if a move looked impressive but had no real application under pressure, it was discarded immediately. Bruce was essentially performing scientific experimentation in martial arts, testing everything through sparring, live drills, and real combat scenarios. This is why Jeet Kune Do is sometimes called the first mixed martial art. Decades before the UFC and modern MMA made cross-training